So let's talk about what the possibilities are for a joint venture or a partnership that might just bring in millions for both of us. Now, I don't know what these will be. We're just starting AutoCap, but the more we look at this, the bigger the opportunities seem to become. So if you could think of a country, like maybe Australia, and you want to become the exclusive distributor in Australia, then we should talk. Or if you know of a niche market that AutoKept can be modified for, there are enormous opportunities in just focusing on one particular industry. Now, we don't have the next deal I'm going to tell you about done, but it's in the planning works. We're in the initial steps of this. On the right of this screen is a newsletter that goes out to 12,000 over-the-road truck drivers every week from an accountant in Georgia, Dennis Bridges. And what Dennis, when he saw the app, said to me is, oh my goodness, every truck driver in America needs this, and there are over 1 million over-the-road truck drivers that could use this app. I want to start selling it to these truck drivers. And of course, we give the app away for free, but if they go over 30 transactions a month, then we bill them $10. If they go over 75 transactions, we bump it up to $20. And we think that most of these over-the-road truck drivers will eventually get over 75 tractions because they're going to use this thing 3, 5, 7 times a day as they buy fuel, lunch, supplies, whatever, repairs. But then I said, Dennis, I think we're looking at this too small. This could be a bigger deal. Why don't we take a piece out of AutoCap and make it a separate company, and you will own 51% of this separate company. You're going to do the work. I'm going to provide the technology, but let's build this up to those first 10,000 customers. You've got 12,000 in your list. Let's get it in the hands of 10,000 truck drivers, and then let's take it to Flying J. And let's sell them this spin-off company. And I got to tell you what, Flying J would love this, and here's the reason why. They could give the app away at the pump. And truckers talk to truckers, so they'll sell each other while they see the trucker taking a picture of the lunch bill, or they're at the counter buying a tarp for their load. They'll take a picture of the invoice, and other truckers will say, I've got to have that. Now, when we get to 10,000, here's my idea. Let's go to Flying J and sell them the spin-off company. And here's the reason they would buy it, because now it gets relabeled. It no longer says Dennis Bridges. Now it says Flying J. But this Flying J company wants to have a direct link with those 1 million drivers. And we can even set up the website button so it goes right to Flying J's database. When the truck driver is driving down the road, hits the website button, and it'll automatically tell him how many miles to the next truck stop and what fuel's selling there today. And all that comes right at the Flying J website anyway, but Flying J would love to give that app to 1 million people. Let's get a little proof of concept, get 10,000 people using it, and then let's go sell them the company. Now, a direct link to 1 million truck drivers, I have no idea what Flying J might pay for that, but I could easily see how it would be worth $5 or $10 million. And Dennis, you're going to own 51% of that. These apps are selling for major money. Remember, Intuit just bought Mint.com a couple years ago for $170 million or $125 a user, and they weren't even paying. So there's lots of opportunities like construction and other companies. But let's talk about going to countries, another country. This might be something as simple as setting up a bookkeeping system for farmers in Bangladesh. Now you think, oh my goodness, there's no money there. But remember, they all have phones. And major software companies like Sage and Intuit and Xero want to expand globally. They're looking for an easy foothold into other countries. And that's why they're buying these accounting-related phone apps. And AutoKept is the only one that does voice-activated artificial intelligence coding. So we'd have to make some changes in the app, of course, especially with the language. But Dragon works in 40 languages, so we have a lot of countries that we can cover. And then we'll just make the rest of the modifications on how it would work with local laws and local currencies. That's fairly simple. We'll have to change mileage to kilometers in lots of countries, but it wouldn't be that tough to create a custom version for a specific country. So we would convert the app and the web to the local language, and then you would start free distribution, sell sponsors then, so that we've got a revenue stream. We'll find accounting firms to support those people that are coming in using AutoCAD. And you could do this just as a simple affiliate, but you could also become the exclusive ownership of AutoCAD for that country. It'll require some capital on your part. And if you don't have capital right now, you can buy an option and lock in the deal and go and get started. Now, there are other revenue opportunities available when you're actually the owner of a specific portion or market or industry in AutoCAD. And here's the reason why. I'll just give you one example. Lots of examples we haven't thought of yet, but just one example is in the U.S., tax preparers and accountants want more clients. A lot of these people that are using the app need an accountant. So what we do is bundle those I need an accountant up in lots of 100 and sell them to the local accountant for $9,985, and that's background back-end money that no one knows about. And so there are a lot of opportunities like that out there, and there's no reason why you can't own a chunk of that. Now, Intuit, I'll give you another example from Intuit. They just bought a simple bookkeeping app in Brazil with 450,000 users for 35 million real. That's about 15 million US dollars. So they don't even have to get very big to generate millions of dollars. Now, there's also opportunities in exclusive relationships for joint ventures. I've never been able to understand why Exxon wouldn't want to give away a mileage tracking app to everybody at the pump, especially if we could come up, yeah, I know that give it away at the pump thing again. If we could come up with a way to create a link so I can click the website button and it'll tell me where the local Exxon station is and what gas costs there today. I mean, what a great way for them to build a permanent, constant link going right back to their clients. The same thing could be done with United Airlines. Everybody on this plane, well, half the people on this plane have to track expenses. Why doesn't United Airlines give every one of those people a free expense tracking program right on their phone? Amway or any other multi-level marketing. All 13 million people in multi-level marketing have to track their expenses and their income. And they're terrible at this. A big multi-level marketing company could say, we're going to give this away or sell this to our downline, and it'll solve the problem for millions of people and generate additional money back to the multi-level marketing. Well, those would be joint ventures, and they could be set up on an exclusive basis. And there's one more, licensing agreements for our technology to app developers or software companies. App developers could plug our artificial intelligence into the front of their app and give it a lot of juice. So that's an exclusive joint venture possibility that we could work on. I had a software company call me the other day and say, could a farmer actually record payroll from the phone while they're driving across the field? Absolutely. It uses the exact same database as the mileage tracker. We can build that. So I don't know what your idea is. I don't know how we can work together, but if you'd like to ask me about a particular project, send me an email at casey@autocap.com or call me on my mobile phone direct. Now remember, I'm in Arizona, so don't call me in the middle of the night. Try to get me while it's daylight in Arizona. But that's my phone number right there. It's Casey Truby. We're looking forward to working with you on $1 Million Babies.